Hello Leo, welcome back to my channel, Romani Fire. You can find me on Instagram at Romani_fire. I do a lot of daily readings on that page. Today we are doing a general and a love reading. I've already shuffled the decks a lot, so I'm just going to get straight in with the general reading. Again, I have shuffled these decks so much, so I'm just going to get stuck in. Let's have a look. So your overall energy is the Page of Cups, and I feel like emotionally, I feel like you're kind of getting there. I feel like you're still not 100% there. I feel like there's a few things that you need to heal or to deal with when it comes to your emotions. But I feel like with all the blue present in this card, I feel like it's like you're starting to speak your truth, but the blue is very pale, so it's kind of like it's just that watered down version of your truth. And I feel like that's why emotionally you may feel a little bit off, because you're trying to express yourself but you're not really emotionally expressing yourself fully. You're still kind of holding back a little bit. When it comes to your work, finance and education, you have the Knight of Cups, and I feel like when it comes to Leos and their careers, they really have to be in a job, a career, an education that serves them a purpose, because they're very creative and very passionate, and I feel that if there is no passion, then they're just constantly just going to hate what they're doing. And with the Knight of Cups coming up in your education, your work and your finance, I feel like you've finally found something that you enjoy doing. It's almost like this is your life path. This is what you're meant to be doing, and you feel that, and you know that to be true because you literally feel it. But for whatever reason, I'm drawn to this lake here, and just because you feel like it's your path, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be the easiest path. It just means that this is your path and this is what you're meant to be doing. So just be prepared. It's not going to be a straight path. You're still going to have stuff to work on, and that's totally fine. That's what it's all about, right? There's no point in living if you can't experience life. So when it comes to, I'm laughing because this is a great topic between me and my friends at the moment. So when it comes to your thought process and your communication, you're really having a lot of trouble at the moment communicating what it is that you're thinking. It's almost like when you speak, it's like what I just literally just did. It's like you speak, but you don't know what you're saying fully. It's just like, you're trying to get it out, but it's not coming out, because I feel like you're detached from like your emotion. It's almost like your thought process is so intense at the moment that it's actually blocking you emotionally as well. And there's going to be a whole new way for you to communicate, and I feel like the only way you're going to learn how to get to that place of perfect communication is to just face it and do it. And I feel like with the Tower energy in your communication area, it's literally saying, Leos, it's time to fucking roar. No more like meows, no more little purrs, excuse me, no more purring. It's time to roar. You've got a lot that you've got to say, and it's time to say it. And if that means that you've got to shake it up a little bit and people ain't happy, then that's their business, that's not yours. Your job is to roar and get what you've got to say out there, and to speak your truth, and to not worry about what all of this extra stuff is, but to focus on facing this energy and not letting this energy control you, but for you to actually control it. You will be the Tower. The Tower is not going to be the experience. I feel like you are going to be the Tower, and you are going to come in and you're going to start smashing things to pieces and start changing the game. And like, you're not giving your power to an outside source anymore. You are the one that's going to start making these changes, and you are the one that's going to start changing the game. And that's great, because you Leos have been meowing for a very long time. It's time to roar, and you have your own card when it comes to your actions and your passions and stuff. And this is telling you to focus 100% on yourself, and by doing that you will naturally just move. I think we focus a lot on what we should be doing, or there's a lot of shoulda, woulda, couldas, but for you guys, Leo, this month of June, when you focus on yourself and you put yourself out there, things will just naturally move for you, and there's going to be nothing that stands in your way. But before you get to, you've got to get your throat chakra, you've got to get your communication and your thoughts and stuff. You've got to break those cycles, and you've got to really take control of this situation. And by doing that and putting all of your energy into your own self, you will start creating a natural flow. Like, there will be no denying anything around you that's happening is happening because you made it happen yourself. It's not going to be put in the hands of other people. You are going to be the person that makes things happen. When it comes to your emotions and your relationships, you're feeling depleted. You feel like, can I be bothered to fight anymore? Like, you're standing there, you've built this wall, and it's kind of like this wall of wands, and you're kind of like, can I be bothered to fight? Is this worth fighting for? And the thing is, Leo, you know better. You're all about your heart. So whatever this is, I mean, if you look at the guy, he's got a band-aid around his head. So I'm taking that right back up to this energy here. This is just your thought process. This is not actually how you feel. You feel this way because you're allowing your mind to rule your heart. You guys are all heart. If you live from your heart, this won't even be an issue. But for whatever reason, you're living from your mind, and you're letting your mind take control of the situation. And for whatever reason, that's affecting your emotions and your relationships. Maybe you're building walls because you feel like no matter what you say or what you do, it feels wrong. But the truth is, it's not wrong. It's just that you're telling yourself it's wrong. And by telling yourself it's wrong, it's just going to manifest as wrong, full stop. Like, if you are the heart of the zodiac, why would your emotions be a problem? Just look at the guy. He's got a bandage around his head. This isn't anything to do with anything other than his thoughts, right? This is just a thought process. And when you bring it back to the Tower, I'm really not surprised that you feel this way, because we can let our thoughts take over, and you can start believing that maybe I'm not good enough, maybe I'm not worthy, maybe I just shouldn't even bother, maybe what's the point in communicating when nobody understands me. We're not doing that no more, Leo. We're not doing that no more. So, bring yourself into that Tower energy. Start smashing things to pieces, because we ain't got time for meows anymore. We need you to start roaring. That's all I'm saying, Leo. There's no more time for being a pussycat. We need you to roar. We're not doing the pussycat thing no more. A lion can either purr or it can roar. And for far too long, Leo, you have been purring and allowing. And now it's time to take back your control, take back your power, because you've come up in your own reading, and it's your action. This is, for me, this is the area of action and passion and creativity. So you've come up in your own form of action. So you are the one that's going to break these cycles, you alone. Stop looking outside of yourself, because you are the one that's going to break this. You just need to speak up. You need to smash whatever this thing is up here, person, situation, circumstance. You need to take control of that situation, and you need to bring that power back to yourself. And you need to run stuff, because you are royalty after all. I'm just saying. Just saying, Leo. So that is your general reading. I hope that resonated with you guys. Let's move on to your love reading. Again, I have already shuffled these cards, so I'm going to go straight in and read. Wow. So you have the King of Pentacles. I'm a Leo, so I love this energy. But when it comes to your love life, whether you realise it or not, Leo, you are the shit. You have the Midas touch, right? This is what the King of Pentacles is all about. You don't need to do very much to get attention. You just are. But don't let that energy get to your head, because that can become very egotistical and very ugly. It's a very ugly trait to have. So when it comes to your love life, you know, you're in a good place. You're in a very good place. See? So maybe you could even be, let me move this out of the way. Maybe you could even be in a relationship with a Virgo, or maybe you're dating a Virgo. Earths. I'm just in my own little world. Maybe, do you know what? Correction. Maybe you are dealing with a Virgo, because how many times did I just say Virgo? I'm not even playing. How many times did I just say that? So maybe you were dealing with an earth sign, is what I was originally meant to say. And this person brings you so much joy and so much happiness. And it's literally like your wishes have come true, because you've got the Nine of Cups here, you've got the Sun. It's literally like your dreams have come true. Even if you are single and this is your, and this is your energy, you are in such a good place when it comes to who you are, when it comes to loving yourself. I feel like for a long time, Leo, you have been putting your self-worth below your shoes, you know, like you've been shitting on yourself, and you've come a long way since the beginning of the year even, and you're finally in this place with yourself that you're starting to enjoy your energy when it comes to, you know, dating, or just even yourself, dating, relationships or whatever. But if you are in a relationship, this is literally like, this is everything you've ever dreamed of, and it's right here, right now, and enjoy it. Don't let it get to a point where your focus goes elsewhere, because I know what you're like, Leos. Like, you're a curious cat. You've always got to look around. Stay focused on what you've got, because what you've got is something you've always dreamed for. If you're single and dating, you could attract, if you haven't already attracted, an earth sign or someone that carries that energy. If you are dating, and I said Virgo about 300 times, it could be a Virgo, because Virgo, right? And this person will bring you emotional stability, financial stability. Everything will be very stable. You'll feel very secure, and that's something that you have always wanted in a partner. So here this person is. If you are not dating and you're just single as a Pringle, then this is just about you and where you're at with yourself, and how you're finally reaching that stage of happiness within yourself. And when you reach that stage of happiness, you start attracting people like the King of Pentacles. So that's good, Leo. I'm just going to leave it there, because that's really flipping epic. So I hope your love reading and your general reading resonated with you. Let me know in the comments below, and I shall see you in the month of July. See you later. Bye.